we are seeing better flexion. Some of the design things we're doing is getting us better flexion. I think we're almost thinking more now about, because we used to just say if it flexes to 90 it's great, and 120 is what we need. 120 is what we need in the Western world to be comfortable. And so we 120, we can put our feet under the chair. We can avoid tripping people up in the bus or on the train if we flex to 120.
You can actually fit into a Ryanair seat on the airplane.
Well, you have to have your legs sawn off to sit in a Ryanair seat. And then in other cultures, that's not enough. So in most Asian cultures, that is not enough, and they want more bend from the knee, and we're trying to
because they squat more.
Because they squat more, and for a lot of religious regions, they need to kneel more, and they need to sit back on their heels.
Right, of course.
So when we design a knee, we design a knee globally. It costs so much that it has been marketed all over the world, and so those are the real drivers to increase flexion. But to that question, I would say we are looking at more flexion. But we're also looking at stability. The trick to getting more flexion is to do less, and that comes back to the partial knee thing again. If we took your knee that's got medial wear and put a partial in it rather than a total, we'd be much happier. You get your heel to your butt, as it were, because we haven't changed much.
Right. Okay. That's encouraging, and I must. But again, to the lay person like myself, I think to myself, if you put in a mechanical, I'm going to call it a hinge joint. It's not the one you showed us earlier.
No, but
you put in a completely replaced hinge joint. Why can't you get total flexion? What's stopping it?
So it's the mechanical conflict, and that's why when we talk about design a mechanical solution for a biological problem. So what will happen, without getting too complex about it, well actually I'm going to get complex about it, is that as your native knee bends, okay, it goes to a level about that, and then it starts gliding backwards, yes. Okay? And so as it glides backwards, it gets extra flexion. It's practically impossible to design for that, because as soon as you get a mechanical thing gliding backwards, it's too loose. Right. And so to the question, are we going to see some more flexion? Yes, but actually a better strategy will be to leave as much of the natural mechanics and allow the knee to glide back, because we can't really engineer for that.
Right.